What up? What's good? Welcome to the Transparency. I got Bella here. We are going to destroy over here the Brian Drake case.
Hi, everybody.
Saddle up. Let's do this. Let's see what I got here. I want a video. I want a video. Not that one. Hey. Let's see if I go like this. Ooh, how did that one come out? I don't want any of that stuff out there. Let the notifications click in, y'all. Y'all, get down with it. Get down. Oh, boy. Bella, you ready for this shit? You ready to free a man? Even though he's really not, jail. Let's see what we got.
I'm ready for this app to work better.
You ready for your abs to work better?
App. My abs work fine.
The abs. Ooh, let's see. Right there. I want to take a look at that.
What's that? No. Something. Oh.
Okay, so check this out. We've been busy.
Is this our video?
Yeah. Well, we have. Actually, can you send me a couple of those?
Which ones do you want?
I have a ton of them, but if you want to send me a couple of that.
A couple that you just.
I have a ton of them. Should I send one?
I mean, I can, but I don't know which one you want.
I want the one.
You want one at the office?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh my God. No, because. Okay, I'll send it to you, but I can't promise because I thought we were gonna edit it a little bit. No.
Let's see what some. I have one that I can put up there too. What's up, guys? We're letting all those notifications click in. Let's see. Where was I at that?
Oh, I missed it. All right, here. Should I email it to you?
Yeah.
How did it turn out clear? Email?
Yeah, just email it.
Oh no, I can't. It's huge. Okay,
How big's huge?
It's a minute and 17. Let me email
it.
Can I send it to you in WhatsApp?
What's that? Sure, I guess.
But I mean, just don't dox them.
Dox, yeah. To be doxing me.
Hold on.
Watch some videos that I want. I want this is fine.
Can't you just play it from here?
Oh yeah, this is what I want. Choose that. Send that. What is up, guys? All right, so check this out. We have
I just Facebooked it.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah, send them all that way if you want. If that's better. Did it send it? Too large. Come on, bro.
Too large.
Okay, I could do it through Facebook, I guess, too, but all right. Something that we were looking at was Brian Drake on the day he was murdered. I'm going to zoom in here. And we're really looking in this time frame here because the 3025, he's the 48 number. So where his phone is 3025. Whenever you see that, we were able to determine. Let me just do that again. We were able to determine based on doing this stuff. This is at the front back door of the glass doors. This is the longitude and latitude. So see where it says 3047. So that's like about to him walk in the glass doors, which is right there. So we went through and see that door right there, right when you're like right at the door. Mm-hmm. This picture, Okay, right at the door. We were GPSing ourselves everywhere we went so that we can get the longitude and the lat and the long. And these last four, so 3047. All right. This is Brian. This is if Brian Drake was parked and in his car right where that car was that you saw when you're looking at this. Right there. That's this view. That's this car parked looking straight at the woods in the car. All right. And the lat, so your phone, if you had your phone on you, which we did right there in the car, and it had the last four as 2947. Okay. So when you're talking about your apps tracking you, his Gmail account was tracking him and Jennifer. And I don't even know if they knew it. Because what I will show you is Brian Drake shut off his Life 360 notifications. How do I know this? Well, because his Life 360 app doesn't show the movement of walking or getting into a car or anything like that. It's like his phone gets inside, and then what he does is, and I said he was doing this as that's how he was hiding from his wifey poo. You know, what he would do and where he would go. You could turn off notifications, but you can do it in a way. You guys have Life 360 app, but if you have your phone up like this and you take a picture, and then I move down, I go like this, and down here and I take a picture, or if I try to like press my coordinates and then my phone's over here and then my phone's here, my phone's over there, you can get, and you'll get different lat and long.
Well, so, very slightly different, right?
Yeah, very, very slightly.
Slight.
It's slightly different, but it's enough to know that your phone moved. And that's what this is all about, this digital new age world. And so we went all back and through here, as well as across the street where Isaac Thunderberg's place was, in the back. Did you say you sent me that video?
That's it. I sent you the video of our street, and then also where we walked through the tunnel. That's like 8 freaking minutes.
Oh yeah, send me that one. I want the tunnel one.
No, but that one has to legitimately be edited.
No, I can edit that. I can do that.
You'd have to mute it too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would just mute it and just play it.
That's freezing my butt off. Okay, here.
So again, what's up, everybody? Hello, hello. I paused it right here.
Are you playing it? No.
No, I'm about to pull it up in a second.
Oh, God knows what this one is, but here we go. I should have.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, this would be great.
Wait, which one is it? Oh.
I want the one that we did. God, we had so many. Okay. Did you go when you went across the street? Did you send me anything across the street?
Across the street? No, I didn't.
You didn't send me that one?
No.
Oh, well, can you send me that one?
I don't know if I have that one on this thing.
Oh, boy. What's up with that?
Hold on, let me see.
How many did you send me?
Okay, well, the last one, I have no clue what it is, but I sent you 1, 2, 3, 4. I sent you 4, 5, but the last one, just no clue.
All right, I only have 3 so far, so I'll wait.
Yeah, because that one's like, do you have the 8-minute one yet?
No, that's what I want. I'll wait for that.
That one's going to take a minute because it's 8 minutes.
All right, cool. Again, let everybody come on through here.
Let me have pictures across the street.
All right, so we went through back into this area, walked along, snapping at different spots where the phone, what it would locate us at. And this is this one. This is right. This is in the car. If you're about to pull out and get onto Main Street. Let me
I know it was them.
I did a voiceover. I just want to show some right here.
He said, I'm running.
I want to hear that voice for a moment. So I paused it. Okay. Do you guys see that little right there? Let it play right there where that van is. Right. We're going to be coming up in the brush side of Brian Drake's building. His phone legit is inside one of the places that is next door to this. If it's upstairs, there's actually at the time back in 2020, there was like a nail / like hair girl back in the day massage person. Just thought it was interesting. So based on all of the work that we did, this right here is the door to walk in, to the glass door, and right when you get up to the door, this is those last 4 digits, 3047. So
3047.
yeah, 3047. So take a look at this. See this? 3042, 3044. See 3047. Like you're just literally like a couple inches off with these 3042, 3044. See that? Which is accurate because Mr. Brian Drake was arriving at his office at 7:39 that morning, pulling in, and you see how like only 17 seconds expired, 1 second expired, then like 16. So he was moving it around, and that's all within like going inside, attempting to walk up to his office, inside the glass door, then moving a little bit into his office and kind of coming back out. That's what we're seeing all here, and it is 100% consistent. Check it out. 3047. That's walking into this part of it.
And here's that
right there.
This is 3047. Comes back to 6811 to me.
Wait.
And that's it, yeah. Isn't that bizarre?
68. Yeah, that's hold on.
Should show me real time.
Okay.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Happy Monday.
Almost Tuesday.
So
around here too, remember?
I got a video.
Oh, that's the video.
Is that a video?
I don't know.
Use a video, Hope.
Is it the 8-minute one?
Let's see. Hold on. Oh yeah, which one's this one?
Is that the 8-minute? I can't see.
Oh, that was in the tunnel, right?
Yes. If that's the 8 minutes, the tunnel. Don't do the last one because I have no idea what it is.
Oh yeah, I'm doing this one.
You have to mute it.
Okay, this is where
I'm gonna go wider. All right.
okay, so this is coming from the Kootenai River Inn, like the hotel where they said like Stephen Hartman was. We want to show you though what it looks like down here.
The tunnel. Wow. So I'm gonna show that sign.
See, that's the hotel sign.
So in that is there's a camera here. There's a camera here. I'm gonna go wider. All right. And there's this over here.
That's behind the restaurant.
behind the restaurant, foot traffic only. They're like, please do not drive through this thing. And when you come out, I don't want to get you cold.
So this is the way that Stephen Hartman walked that night and would always walk up to Main Street to do his nightly walk. This is lit up with cameras everywhere.
We'll use this.
This is technically owned by
Or something.
It's Thailand.
We'll have Lana talk over it.
Lana talks over it.
Wow. Okay. And then when you're coming out,
No,
what street is that? Main?
Is that 95? Are you freezing? I feel freaking horrible. I'm sorry. You don't have to do any of this. You know you can say no, right? Please don't.
I make all my people slave. You're gonna go walk that tunnel right now and tell me when it's on the other side. We're just kidding.
Don't slip. Watch me slip.
Welcome to Idaho, bitch.
These are pretty. So pretty.
So this is a city lot.
City lot.
City lot.
City lot. Okay.
That's the visitor center over there to the right.
Visitor center. Okay.
He walks
cameras everywhere, by the way,
cameras everywhere.
in that lot.
That's the library. That's the street over there.
Library.
What time was it when you guys did this? I can't remember.
Don't slip on this, whatever this is. It's not black ice? Okay, thank God, we know. I'm from Cali. So I'm like, black ice? Maybe. Okay.
We were just picking up randoms, making them walk us through the town.
8:22 p.m.
8:22
So
p.m.
under
Okay.
that thing, you think? You think under that thing there's a tunnel? Well, we just went through. Okay. And then
Well, these are little shops, right?
Yeah,
let's go. I can do a closer.
it's the
View of
coldest
this.
night of the year.
It was pretty cold.
Oh, that's
Oh yeah, so see, okay, that's actually where we won't talk about it.
Can you do me a favor and push that 0.6?
Where is it? This one up here?
No,
Oh,
down, down that one.
Like,
Oh wait, shit. I just want to.
How cold were you guys?
freezing. You hear it in my voice.
Okay, there we go. Look at how dead it is though.
That's the library right here.
That's the library, there's stairs, but this is the way Hartman walked through.
Oh, we're gonna take you there.
It's on the left.
Evergreen.
Okay.
Oh yeah, here we go. You guys go all the way up the ramp?
Huh.
This is the library.
So where that bridge is, that's where cars go across up
This
there.
is the way.
You have to get up to that to be on Main Street and can walk all the way up the hill.
Is it frosting over?
It says stairway closed. How did you get up there?
No. I'm gonna show you. Just right there.
Stairway close for this, but
Oh, okay.
this isn't it.
Read your mind.
Yeah, let me see your pointing.
See the long thing?
Okay, yes, yes.
Okay. It's not that way.
He didn't go that way, okay.
Just come and then walk all the way down to the end of the street and turn left.
Okay.
On the railroad tracks. And there's a deer path.
No, he took the deer path?
Yeah. It goes all the way around and then it
It's only 8:22.
straight.
Wow.
Nobody's
But the weather wasn't this cold.
nobody's around. They knew we were in town.
But it wasn't that
Same
cold.
way as this road.
Okay.
Why'd you stop me up?
is at the corner, on that corner. But, okay. Like, we're allowed to park here. But people going to the inn. Okay. So the overnight parking is usually for who then? Who ends up overnight parking here? Like city workers that take cars, like city cars? Like, interesting. I wonder if that's a thing, you know? But,
All right.
okay.
Did you get any part of like the show, like how big that hotel
So
is?
this is going back to the inn.
Well, we're coming back.
Okay.
But
Okay.
when we
So what kind of parades do they have here usually? Memorial Day.
Okay, you can see it.
Okay.
So this is coming back.
So you guys are competing with CDA too with their 4th of July, right? Because everyone, all I hear about, and we were leaving July.
Okay, we'll meet you, Bella. So then you come back up, and then this is where all the happen and stuff. I mean, this is the big hotel. This is the Kootenai River Inn. This is where it's a casino and a
restaurant, like
hotel.
everything.
Restaurant is one, and it's the Best Western. But it's the okay. No. That. Boom. All right, let me change something on this end. Oopsies. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, this is good. I think this is one of the good ones.
Or mute me.
Mute you?
Yes, just mute me.
And then, where are we going?
Oh my God, is this the last one? Don't play this. I don't know what this is.
I know
Don't
what that
play it.
was.
No.
That's Eldora, man. I was like, give me the
Stop.
Eldoras.
Don't play it.
We went over to Eldora's, man. She would not take. She said Ixnay on the Lana A. You
On the
ain't-
strippergram.
Yeah, she's like Ixnay on Lana all day. Look at.
Stop.
100 feet, you will arrive at your destination.
Stop.
I was like, Eldora, let me in. Yo, come on. I just had a couple questions. They said, no way, Jose. Nuts, huh? I was like, Eldora, come on now. Don't get scared now.
Why you be scared?
Yeah, I was like, come on, girl. Bush League, man.
Yes.
Total bullshit. I was so mad. I was like, okay, let's go back. Let's take a look at this one.
Yeah, just play one of those without the sound. It's decent.
Well, no, I want mine that I did over at Funderburg's. I went over at Funderburg's and I want to show you guys this is actually a good view. I like this view. Hang on tight right here. Okay, that's Funderburg's apartment up there.
And we're in the middle, right? This is between
Well,
far
yeah,
north
we're between
and
far north here and the building, like
and
the Drake's
Drake's.
in.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna actually send that one that I did.
So to yourself, yeah.
Send it to myself, girl.
Make it make sense.
Girl. We were over here just pounding the pavement. Don't mind us.
And just
Don't mind if I do.
getting cold.
God,
We were told to get spikes for our shoes. That lady was so nice, though. It's like, you might want to get some spikes. I'm like, okay. You could get it at Walmart. Go pick them up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Whoopsies, wrong way. God, so many videos.
Where's Hamid too? What a pretty dude.
I got so many videos.
I know.
All right, let me just go back like this. See how the shot is on the other side? I seriously, I don't understand how people don't get this.
Yeah.
Those cops knew better. Thank you. Look at that. Inside, on the outside. Look at that. Look at that.
I can't wait for the reenactment.
Yeah. It's so not tall either.
It's so not the.
Like the window starts low. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Where would you say, like below waist? Like where?
Yeah, like you could just see how low when you're
Mhm.
walking, how low it is when the window starts.
It's so low.
It's because it's inside like a hill bank.
A hill bank?
Is that the best way to describe
I
it?
don't even know what a hill bank is, but
So
I mean,
see
if
all
you
this
made
area
it
over
up.
here. This is what Thunderberg's talking about in his little, interview, which I have them right there. Hold on, I think this sent it across. I want to.
If humanly possible, just send it.
But this building right here, his phone is in that building and upstairs. After he's dead, after he's been shot.
And you're
Right
talking
there.
about Drake's phone is.
Drake's phone. After he's shot, dead, allegedly at 7:26, his phone is at this building.
Moving.
Yep, moving after the fact. And it was moving before. Like I have Drake's phone going outside before at 5:55. Saying it's $2, I can't send it to myself.
Send it to me.
What? Saying how? Why can't
I don't know. Your phone's weird because it's an iPhone.
What?
I don't know.
This has never happened before.
How big is it? Like how many minutes?
3 in 1 minute, 1 second.
Talk about being a wuss.
Shit.
Can you just put it on Hector?
And see that little building right there? It was in that building too.
Mhm.
Right there. You kind of see it.
But we did GPS like around here on ourselves.
Yeah, we double checked it. We got it. And fuck you, phone.
You play it on Hector.
Oh wait, you mean just like the tape?
Yeah, like just put it right by Hector and
See
have
if it'll
Hector
work.
play. It'll work. Make it, yeah.
Okay, let's see if it'll work.
Make it landscape, y'all. And then just wait to hit play.
Okay, so
Hector has a mic.
let me see where I want it.
Alibis. Good. I mean, they're basically saying you didn't lie, Nick. So you were with Dan at this time. So I'm confused.
Here.
You'd be like, can we mute it?
I'll mute it. Let's see if it works though.
Just
I'm gonna
mute
have
it
to like
up.
here, shut the lights up. Let me see if I can do it.
Do the exposure.
Oh yeah, it'll
Mhm.
work.
Expose that.
Let's see what it does.
For a co-conspirator because they believe the story.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, I like it. All right, we can do it like this.
Hector's so useful.
Fuck yeah, Hector. Hector, you my bitch. All right, that's this glass shop. But hold on, we want to go. Okay, this is driving back through the back roads.
It's the house then. Don't get the money.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so where do I want to stop it? It's got a little bit of, hold on, let's see, like this.
Yeah, you gotta fix it a bit. You gotta do the exposure.
I'm trying to make it so it's not.
Because you're on like auto white balance, probably. You just need to fix it.
Hold on.
It's like, wow. I think the black, like, need it more.
I wanted us to go back up here, but I don't. It should be looking better, but it's not.
Is
Yeah.
it ways to fix the orange? No, that's the focus, but the white balance, like dark or light. Make it darker or lighter. Remember how you do that with the documents? Yes, there. Oh my god. Yeah, you did it. Totally did it. Not my real voice, guys.
All right. So back, I was trying to go around to where. Okay, so this is 95, and then across here, right there. Pause it. Up.
Jeez, iPhone.
I want to put
It paused now.
Okay, when it zooms in, press pause. Right there. So you can travel right across from where we're at. We're in Isaac Funderburg's parking lot. And we can just like kind of like jet right across and go through the glass drive right here.
Yeah, not through glass, but through a street where the glass shop is.
So this is me on Isaac Funderburg's side.
Looking at? Tell
Yeah,
us what you're looking at.
I'm looking at, that's Dr. Drake's building. That's far north.
Hit that. Well, you can zoom too.
It was.
Oh gosh, autofocus.
What did I just do?
The clouds and the snow match.
Okay. That's to show you how close it was together. So this is across the street at Isaac's.
And what are we looking at?
Just
again?
to show like
Hello?
how tight it is.
So this is again far north
This is Drake's building.
and Drake's.
This is again going to go across the way. There's
a street there.
Yep. Let's go this way. All right, this is down the back alley. This is to go. Well, I'm trying to explain how this works. So I think I'm going to go back to this to explain this part. Okay, right here. So this is me on the same side as Funderburg's to go up those stairs. All right. Maybe you have to get off that. You're shaking it. What do I do? Okay, this is me. I'm going to get out of the car and I'm going to walk to Funderburg's from his.
You are freezing too.
I was so cold. Okay, hold on. I swear it gets better. I know I can. I don't know what the hell.
She's
I'm
gonna
doing.
catch
Okay, there
hell.
we go. There we go. Okay.
Oh, perfect now.
I was getting it all ready.
Look at those gloves. Perfect. You guys, it was so cold.
Yeah, this is like one of the best.
Oh, here we go. Oh my God, when your hand's in the way, look at that. It's perfect. The exposure.
Okay, that's what I want right here. Ooh.
To show the view, you guys, right?
Yeah, no, actually, it's yeah. See?
Yep, you can see right there.
I was trying to see like what I could think about. Like, that's if I zoomed in. That's some Hawkeyes.
You could be like,
You
hey.
can see, but I couldn't see Brian's car. You know what I mean?
No, you're not
like
noticing
I'm
her.
trying to move it just so you can see. And then here's me looking over somebody's running.
Down 95.
want to go back because I want to see that again.
I love it. I love it. Get your bearings.
I was in slippers. All right, here we go.
Look at you making a straight line.
Straight line. I was counting my steps. I was doing everything I was supposed to be doing.
It's kind of like freaky in a way. It's like a horror movie.
There you go. Oh, thanks, we slip. Look at there it is.
So this is
So
from
what
Isaac's, right? Looking at.
This is Isaac's looking out there. So what I've
Yeah, you
determined,
can see right there.
but what you're gonna think I determined is this part. Okay. That this is me on that angle. I'm a little, zoomed in. You couldn't see where his car was. You cannot see like the picnic table or anything like that. And why this is important, I'll tell you why it's important. Because Isaac mentions it in his
Well, no, don't
thing.
do it. Don't do it. So you guys, for people who are just there, his car is back here.
Yeah, back
So
behind that building.
this is the drive-through for this coffee shop, and that's Drake's office. But Drake's car was purportedly parked.
Like behind. You can't,
Mhm.
I could not
Parallel.
see Drake's car from where I was.
And
No
that was
doubt.
part of this exercise that we did here is where can we go to see Drake's car? We
Mhm.
made videos
Where
about
could we see
that.
his car? Also, what would we be able to see if we were to run out, be right there? What are we going to see?
As an eyewitness, right?
So to be able to see, they saw 100% Isaac Thunderberg to a T gave a description of a homie.
Perfectly. Like eyewitnesses
perfectly.
usually don't, in my opinion, only. But his car's parked back there parallel.
So then I come down the stairs a little bit.
You're zoomed in a little, aren't you? Here?
Yeah, just a little. And then I wanted to see, kind of his face and over so you guys can see. Now, oopsies. Oh, what did I do here? I want to make sure this is healthy.
Healthy. It's healthy. Is it right?
Okay. This is me on the other side of the.
There's no way that shooting from this could make that type of
Oh yeah, I was.
an entry. I mean,
I was comparing.
interesting.
People want to say somebody was shooting from that
Window.
No way. There's no way that it would make that trajectory into the. So I ruled that out.
That's from the back looking at Isaac's, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here, go ahead and since that's closed, go ahead and zoom. We're gonna go right by the.
What do I want to go right by? I wanted to go. Oh yeah, I wanted to go right by here. So
Oh,
this
my
is
God.
like leaving out.
And this is where we do more video that I sent you to.
Yeah. I wanted to stop and show. That's the window. Okay.
Beauty.
I get out of the car and I go up to the window.
She
And
did a
I
great
totally
job.
get in. And so we could see it is tiny.
Oh, look. What are you
Okay.
showing us there? That's Isaac's stairs that she was just on, you
Yeah.
guys.
And I'm so like, if you're in the vehicle like this, right by where that window is, and you're in the vehicle. So then I'm pulling away. Okay. See that? That's Isaac's place right there. And remember, Aldora Gatchel says that there's a vehicle. See how I get out? Check this out. That there was like a car or truck running like right. We're out here being Eskimos. Okay. All right. Watch what I do. I press up against this. I get all up in there. I'm like, okay, how can I make this work? I gotta make it work. And I'm like, no, that's not gonna make it work.
Oh, it worked.
There it worked. That's his office. That's how big it was. That's exactly. It's so tiny. It's so tiny. But I got a good shot of it. Now, this is us coming out of.
So proud of you for that shot too.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Okay. Check out where we're headed. That's the Super One right there. That's the Super One. And I was like, so this is the Super One. This is where everybody they think it's the best thing in
Since sliced bread.
Yeah. So we're driving on 95. Super One would be right there on your left, and you have to drive up 95 here. And this is you coming from like the south into the north.
Are you coming into Bonners Ferry?
Yeah. There's the Safeway.
God bless it. I think that's where the lady told me nice things about getting spikes for my shoes so I don't fall.
Welcome to Bonners Ferry.
The best. Beautiful Bonners Ferry, Idaho. You too can have a quaint life.
This is one of the gas stations that they use.
You mean the cameras?
Yes, there's a camera that was used there because right here is like a street that you can turn right on, right there. And that actually took you to back where Dr. Moore and them used to live. Yeah, right there. So we're on 95 here.
95 is also known as Main Street.
Street. Mm-hmm.
Everyone has a Main Street.
Now, this Chevron, we have footage from there, from that gas station there.
We're at Busy Bees.
Yep, sure. Have footage from up there on the left right here. That is right there.
That the bank?
Yeah.
Oh, that bank.
Okay. I'm about to turn the camera, but right there on your left is one of the banks. Right there, that's the street that the cop is coming down and hiding behind. Right there's a liquor store. Right here's Mr. Suds. We have footage from here. Mr. Suds is going to be right on our right. This is Les Schwab starts here on your left. Far North is coming up right here on your right.
Watch for it.
So
here we come.
There we go. Far North.
And
Funderburg.
Funderburg on the left and on the right.
And Drake. Right there. See all that? I give my glass shop right there. Then now here we go. You got to come around this little bend right here.
And this is that.
This is El Paso this is the right that you would take when you come around.
Where Google Maps doesn't go, we go.
And so boom, stop right here. This is the back. This is El Paso. This is behind Drake's.
Stop it.
Okay. This is this street behind Drake's. Okay. And I'll let it play for a minute, but let it burn. Okay, so right here is boom. That's Drake's. You just drive right across that. That's how you get right into that back area. Just totally right across. You see that? That's how you get from Drake's. It's right there. Literally just whoop, right in. Here it goes. And we're
what do you do?
And we're right into. This is where we see all these cars that we're like paying attention to.
Can we pause it and show where the car would have been parked?
Yeah, no, everybody sees that. Right there. That's where see the picnic table there?
That's the picnic table.
Now, I've always been really curious about what was inside those little storage huts, but all right, where are we at here? I can only imagine what I'm talking about when if I was actually like unpause it.
No idea.
I think I was debating on what I was gonna do here. I thought about breaking and entering. I'm totally kidding.
You're like the nicest ever. Never would do anything wrong.
Okay. Oh, that's the Cooney. Oh, this was the little small hotel. What it used to be like considered a shithole. There you go. That's how warm it was.
That was during the day, though.
Yeah. Hold on. I got tons.
You should just do finger puppets. Wow.
Okay.
Hector's so helpful.
Next was the slam. I'm gonna put us now. Okay, now back alley. All right. I wanted to know where that freaking white ridge line went, because you can't find it. I've been like on all these cameras, like, so I was like, okay, this had to either park back here, it had to leave up out of here a back way, because I can't even tell you how many hours worth of footage. And that white Honda Ridgeline, who is seen literally at the time of when the shit's going down. I should be able to pick it up on one of the cameras as it coming back out of the alleyway. So what this is we're heading actually, so you know the alleyway behind Drake's, and then that would be parallel to Main Street. Well, if you make a left, when you're driving down the alleyway El Paso, you can make a left at one of the streets, and it goes up into this. Check this out.
Oh my God, you're gonna show that video?
Yeah, it
Where
goes.
we almost got stuck.
Yeah, we almost freaking. It's.
But
Oh yeah, there you go. We almost get stuck.
it looks calm and normal right now, but it doesn't when you get up that hill.
Here goes. So we're trying to get as much speed to go. This is a ridiculous incline. Like,
With the ridiculous amount of snow.
Oh, this is pretty. Because that, what do you call it? That shitballs.
Oh, shitball, see?
we're trying to get up this hill.
Don't stop. What the fuck is up here, Karen?
You guys wait till you see us off-roading like a mother. Here we come.
All props to Karen, though.
We cannot get out. Watch. Here's just a turn where we get stuck. We cannot make it to continue up to go back out there. It was so, I'm like, holy shit, we're stuck. Oh my God, I'm not getting out. It's freezing. Literally, I think I probably end it because I was like, oh my
But
God,
someone
it's
had
really
peed
stuck.
right there, though, Elo. You know
Someone
that, right?
peed?
Yeah, there was yellow ice right there. I hope you got it.
Wait.
So someone did get out and pee. This
My
is
God. Okay, now.
Seriously, got stuck up there.
But look at you. You're a champ. Just plowing through, videotaping the whole thing.
Yeah.
Not even missing a beat. Just keep it rolling.
Mm-hmm. Is it stopped yet? Nope, we're still stuck.
You see that thing moving?
Yeah. I'm like,
Oh, you might get the pee. You might get the pee.
somebody peed back here?
No, like right in front of the car right now.
Okay, maybe that's it. Maybe that's just like, okay, that's probably enough. Is that when we just zoom over to see? Yep, I already did that one. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, here.
This is like B-roll.
Yeah.
Hillside. So Hillside brings you to Moore's in the back.
So I was like, I want
This
to
is the
go.
alley.
I want to go to Moore's.
Holy shit, hi. Oh, they're everywhere.
No, hey, can you?
Hi.
It's the turkeys. I'm loving
Oh,
them.
okay, the turkeys.
Yeah. They're just not normal for you.
Okay, so, oh my God, see this truck? You see it? Like, if we were to continue to go, right here is Dr. Moore's.
On the left?
Yeah, and I go and I recover all the DNA from the shit. I'm just kidding. But when you make a left here, this is Harrison, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And this doctor's office right here that you see right there
In front of us.
Guyman.
This one,
Yeah, Guyman. Right across the street's the Liberty camera footage that we're always
that
stalking.
one right there. Okay.
Mm-hmm. This is Moore's office. And so when people try to say that Dr. Moore's office was right next to Brian Drake's, only like 400 or 500 yards away, this just is not true. It's not true at all. But this is his standalone, own the whole building. That right there, guys, where that tree is almost, where's it at? Right there.
Yeah.
Right wherever that bush is, that's where the shitting took place.
Well, we don't need to tell everybody where it
that's
is.
part of the right there.
Right here.
Right
That's
there.
what she's talking about.
Okay.
There's a gnome somewhere.
Yes. So you're talking about like this alleyway, and people are like, "Oh, he went down." No.
There's the turkeys, you guys. Look how
they're
cute.
talking about the alley because they're just so used to saying this is called Hillside Alley. This is the name of the street, Hillside Alley, right here. You went down the alley and took a. It's like, what?
You think the
So
turkeys?
this is Hillside Alley. All right.
that
So
a
let me
big
explain how this is. You are now up a road, so you have to go down Hillside Alley like this. All right. Then you have to then cross on over here. Oh, did I stop? Oh. I picked up. So I wanted to see all the different houses back here. I wanted to see right there. I was really interested in this house, those two houses right there. Because they were Subarus that were in the back right there. And the other one is on that side in the back right there with the snow covered on it. This one. Okay. No license plate on it now. But that green one is the one I was interested in the back. He didn't have keys to get into his office. Okay, that's why he couldn't go in his office. He was moving stuff, and you guys know when this happens and you're moving boxes, and then you have your keys in your hand, and it falls in one of your boxes, and then you're like you lose your keys that way when you're moving, and you throw shit away.
It stopped.
So he was moving shit. Drops the keys that he had was he has his work keys on a separate thing than like he just had gotten that truck. And so his keys, he didn't have keys to get into the office. That is why he had to take a shit out there because he had diarrhea.
Because it was an emergency.
Yeah, it wasn't like so if these people that were, actually doing their jobs would have done their jobs
and dug up the
well, it didn't even have to do all that. Just, there was just a lot of things about it. So he didn't have his keys, and we all know what happens. Like, I'm sorry, but like talk about. Okay, so here now I'm passing that up, and I wanted to come down where this is. Again, we're on Hillside. Hillside is a
parallel to 95.
Yep.
Which is Main Street.
Now, if you see right here how we made this right here, that's the house. That's
this house?
That's the house behind Far North and Drake's place. Now we're back. This street is El Paso. That's where you would cross across. So Hillside is a street up. So everything is, but that's where I think Bobby Goad was.
In
right
this
there.
house?
100. It was owned by the owner of Far North. He has a couple of different properties. Now we're back on El Paso heading away
from Maine.
Well, no, see this right that we're taking right here. This is what Dr. Moore did that night, going to pay one of his employees $5 that she had given for some drinks for like the office, you know, like they buy drinks to like stock stuff. So he comes back here, and if you're from the area, you know how to get around to like then come on out. This is what people did. They just made a left, make a right. You come on out here, and you just comes right to Main Street, and then you make a right if you're back on those alley streets. Well, on both of the sides of where I'm driving, there were these cameras. Okay, so when you're making this drive around, then you like right there, that's the Suds place. And this stuff's happening at like 7 o'clock.
In the evening.
Yes. This is what they're saying is that they're following. See Les Schwab over there?
That was Les Schwab over there.
And then he comes right out here. And he decided he was going to get coffee. This was way earlier. Again, this was way earlier. So instead of how we're making this
That's
right,
Funderburg's.
how we're making this right, Dr. Moore stayed in the parking lot and tried to go around to go to the drive-through.
Yep.
Okay. And they were already closed, and he just pulls out. But again, this was way before.
That's far north, you guys.
Okay. That's what you're supposed to do, though. You're going to go get coffee, so you go through that. This is a super small town. And then he just comes out, then makes a right. Because he, like I said, he went and dropped off that little, right here's his over there.
The A-frame?
Yep.
That one?
Mm-hmm. But this is if you're going to go, again, if you're turning down to go where El Paso is, that's where the State Farm is. This is where the car came shooting across. Oh, shit. I'm going to play that again. Just to see. So right here, we are on Hillside. We're one street up from El Paso. But this is how all these roads in the back, what it looks like. So when I'm trying to follow these cars, I can see, because there's only one way kind of out of here, but there's 3 different roads to kind of come out. And right there, that's a house of interest. That it has 3 layers, and it looks right over into Drake's. See Polk, El Paso. This is El Paso. This is where the cops were all up and down back over through here. They said they were, looking for somebody on foot that was the shooter. And then right here is where you would just like, if you come out the back way, normally you would just, you could turn this way. But these guys and the camera that we have, you go down further and then you make your right at, and I do that because it's over there by the church. And I have that all on
Video.
Yeah. So you can, right here, you can decide you can go this way around the building. You can go that way around. But these are just all the buildings on Main that are like see right there's a camera. So these are all these cameras that they're trying to say that they gathered to put all this together to say this was Dr. Moore driving around the area, looping around. Okay. And then he says, okay, I'm going to see right there. That's the Mr. Suds. And this is like normal to do what we just did there. You're coming from that area to like get on down to 95, like to get on the main. That's so normal.
The locals do it, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, anybody that would be, yeah. You come out to 95. He, like I said, the one time he wasn't looping. This is, I'm just casing this place. No, that's how you have to go back. And the one time he went and he's like, yeah, I went to get coffee, but it was closed. And I pulled right out. That was like at 7. So just wild. Let me see what else we have. Oh, here, look at the turkey running in the middle. That's a turkey running in the middle of the street.
So cute.
That's the glass building right there. And then right after the glass building, right here, if you turn right, I didn't move the camera over, but right there, that's where you would drive to Drake's, and then right there, that's the house that overlooks everything. Now, where I have us go this time is I make us loop to go. We're going to go just like the cop did. We're going to go all the way down to where we're going to be behind the liquor store, and we're going to come out by. We're going to pass the church. So there's cameras over there that they got right here. So I wanted to find out where this employee worked that he allegedly put this money and gave this money. Okay. So I come over here to where it was, and it was right here. This is the house that she rented. Had a bunch of dogs. Look at this yard at the time. This is the yard. And had, see this chain link fence? Mm-hmm. One of those things poles, you just like pull it up, and you know how like there's like nothing
Like
there?
these poles, he removed the top.
Yeah, he removed the top and put the envelope with the
Money.
yeah, with the money in there.
Mm-hmm.
They never asked him
Oh,
any
good
of this
job.
shit. See
That
those
one or
poles?
that
Yeah,
one?
right there. That's what he popped up and put an envelope of money. $5 or $10. I forget, what was it? $5?
Mm-hmm.
$10.
He says it might be there to this day.
Yep.
Because she never got it. Because it fell in there.
Then, so like everything is 100% consistent with like where he would be and what he was doing, but they never asked him. They never asked him anything.
They never asked Jennifer
So,
Drake. what
This
she
is
was
me
doing.
pulling back out of the driveway and coming down.
Lincoln.
Like we were just in the driveway, so you just backed on out. Now we're going to put ourselves back on the street because we're going to go, I want to go right here up in the left. That's one of the church's cameras that was turned over.
As
Then-
evidence, right?
Yes. And then this street, yep, right here. Off and to the left here is another church. I think it was St. Anne's. A lot of churches in this area. Right there.
This is St. Anne's?
Yeah, that one. See, that's Denver Street. So there's like, I wanted to get the name of the street, but yeah, that Bonners Ferry. Oh, wait, is that the one that burnt down? And they redid it. I think this is the one. Again, this is all back up in this area. Again, I'm driving around so I can see if I can find, I was looking for that White Ridge line as well as, you know, obviously doing all this footage, but right here across the way, that's the church that had the
This?
big, yep. That had camera footage. I'm going through all of that right now. There's a lot that's missing. You can go up and try to go up and back through that way. So that's El Paso. Then if you make a left, you're going to go.
So this is the
That's
church.
putting you back on. Yeah, that's the church. See, I was trying to get up in that.
You're way up in it.
See, so we're back here. This is El Paso. That's one of the. I'm just saying.
There's
all
like a
these
church on
churches.
every corner.
It wasn't this just a little cluster. It wasn't even like a. But see right here. So we make our left because this is the way that I was like, okay, now make a straight shot. I want to see. This is what we're seeing from watching the other videos where I see this cop come down. Because it was on. See right there? See that car right there? Right there. That's it. That's the street that the cop was coming down. Right here. Boom. comes right back down there, and then you can go down right here this way, and this is where you come out, and this is where we see the cars coming down right here. This is what's on camera. This is the street that people turn on to come in. And then I wanted to go back over here. I was like, get all these little houses. I was looking for this ridge line. See how that truck has black rims?
Mm-hmm. And that's mainly what.
That truck's on the cameras. Found that puppy. They were all about that camera from that gas station's on one of them. But it's all so small. This was turning out by, so right here, that's that, see at Wells Fargo, I have their footage. Again, we're back on Main Street, heading back towards like Dr. Drake's building. Les Schwab up here with the red roof, far north right here, Suds. I mean, this little area is so little, like where we were just doing this little loop-de-loop. It's
Well, the town is small. You know,
Yeah,
it's a
it's
very
tiny.
small town. So, and if you keep going straight is where you'll hit that Kootenai Inn or whatever.
Yeah, and I think I had her take us straight and not turn this time because I was trying to do all of like.
I know, but how do you know which video does what? Because
Oh no, this is the
sheesh.
glass shop. I said go through it. I want to see what it looks like.
So we're gonna go through, but
Because
not
then,
really.
Then
go
I
through.
asked Liberty if I could see their cameras.
But we're not really going through glass.
No, this is the glass shop.
It's just the shop, guys.
Yeah, just so I can show you guys how close it is. So when you come to the glass shop, literally you're going to be turning right into there. Like right, it's right here. That's Drake's. To go to the back. So when you cut across there to then like come like that's kind of what Thunderbird.
So this is
So you
Drake's, you
did.
guys, and this is where his car was supposedly parked right here, and that's the picnic table.
Mm-hmm.
And that's far north. So if you're just getting acquainted with this case and getting your bearings, maybe by the end of this video, everyone's going to know it like the back of their hand.
Oh, and then I tried to. I think we show how Eldora went out. Yeah, that's what I do here.
Oh, this is
I was
the
like,
one.
let's do what fucking Eldora did.
Well, what she claims.
yeah.
Off like this.
I was like, yeah, park
So
right
right,
there.
yeah, pull right into there. Yep.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
This is when we get
This is
on.
what we
And
try to
now,
see
I
if
want
we
you
can
to
see
Now
Eldora.
look at this. Ready? Press stop. Yep, there you go. Now go ahead and get out. Yes. No. Actually, go ahead and get out and go stand by Les Schwab. Just, you know what I'm saying? Go back and see if you can see us right here. From Les Schwab. Just keep. You're gonna be able to see that this is blocked. You can't. Okay, so should I just go right to the base of the corner of the building right here? You're not gonna.
So this is me instructing Bella that she needs to go over the Les Schwab so we can prove that you can't see this car. You can't see anything.
I don't go to Les Schwab. I just go to the
She
thing.
doesn't even-
I mean, because you can tell where you can't see it. You didn't need to go to Les Schwab.
Yeah, so she just walks off and starts talking to her phone.
No, work smarter, not harder. Just be
Was.
smart.
Then I'm determined to say, I want to back out of this parking spot like Eldora did.
Yeah.
Eldora Gatchel was parked in order for Eldora Gatchel, and when her brother parked, they would have got out. He's in the passenger side, which I was just in, and I'm going to be walking around to get into then Brian Drake's car would have been there, okay, and then we're going to be walking in right to here. There is no way possible that you could see from Les Schwab where he would have been standing any of this. It is impossible for
Where am I?
that guy, meaning Isaac Thunderbird, to give a possible description
You're the
of
worst camera.
what Eldora's family member, Gatchel, was wearing, unless you're literally coming back and through here at some point, or somebody is up in that house from that balcony, being able to look off, or you're sitting back here, but you have to witness me getting out of this car right here, walking in there, because go back over there. Go. Keep backing up.
Look at how polite I am.
Can you back up?
Can you back it
No,
up?
just walk that way. I'm doing something. Walk that way.
I'm doing. See, there you go. I was just trying to show her. You can't see. Nobody can see anybody.
For to have a complete description of what I'm wearing, I have to right here. Boom. That's what
See?
beginning right where I can be seen.
You see, I was
See
trying
right
to line it up so you guys can see what
I
I
can see that, and they can see me. Then I can see. They'll be able to see me.
I can see.
This is where you would have been, right here, or up over there by the window,
Or
Isaac Funderburg says that he comes
Exactly.
on through here, and he drives on through, and he goes on back there.
or if you just drove right past.
Okay, now Eldora says that she backs up out of her spot. Now let me tell you something. With Brian Drake, his car would be on the left-hand side. She can't just whip it and hit his car.
Go straight back.
She has to go straight back.
I'm not trying to explain it to
And
you.
that's right. A little further.
You gotta go, yeah, just like that. And then after you pass his car, then now you could
I
have
would
whipped it.
mute it
Now you
if
could
I
have
was
whipped
you.
it.
And I'm
Good.
like, oh shit, I can't go
And
out
then
there.
keep going. She said she said that she put her thing on there to see if the lights.
And there's a car parked here.
Okay, and she's
You
like,
should mute
oh,
it, 'cause it's
there's a truck up there. It's got its running lights on. I'm not gonna try to squeeze through there. So I gotta continue to back up because I'm gonna go that way. So keep on backing up.
Like, Eldora, you're a fucking liar.
I'm over here going, no, you could totally back up.
Okay, and then they're gonna come out and go that way out.
And there could have been cars parked here.
She said, she said there was no cars parked there. So she's gonna come back around this way.
So she's
Thank
like,
God.
come back around this way. This is how she said she went out. Okay. Fucking Eldora. Gotcha. Look at this.
I feel like it's been so long since we did all
I
that.
know. I feel,
Okay.
I feel like that window is just, that wind wiper really pissed me off.
Apparently, that's what you're focused on. Yeah.
So then we come out this way.
The far north. Either way, she's coming out. Stop right there at that stop sign. That's what I think she did. She made a stop.
There was a car parked here, and they didn't hear the shot.
Okay.
There was a car parked there and
And
said,
then so here, this is where she says then she makes a left. We're not going to go ahead and make that left just for the purposes of this. But this is where she would have been seen on camera though by Wells Fargo, by those other cameras that are pointing this way. Okay. But we're going to go right now.
this is how I did all my stuff. This is Lana. This is Lana working hard, dude. Eldora had to whip it good.
Whip it down.
Don't know what
Which
else.
was earlier in the day. He went right.
You guys, seriously, people were probably like, "Who's this car?
He came out of here and he went across.
No
Who's
one's
this car
watching.
just running?"
They're listening for their scanners.
Yeah. We got a vehicle that just literally, totally.
So we went across.
Oh, keep going. Yep. No, he.
Oh, this is when I do my. Oh yeah, this is when I say pull over. Watch this.
I just wanted to pet turkeys.
This is when I was like, I want to know where he called 911 at.
He gets caught on this camera here, the Liberty Quick Stop. He's on that camera there. Gonna go straight up here, and then you're going to right there. It says Van Buren. Keep going. Make a left there on Van Buren.
You guys, this
You
was
guys,
like a
I
month
know
ago.
fucking Bonners Ferry Road. That's the meat locker right there.
Oh,
This way. Wow. Okay.
That's the locker.
Yeah, that's the meat locker.
no one knows what I just said. Just don't repeat it.
You guys, I know every street road in Bonners Ferry. I'm telling a local where to go. Yeah, go ahead and make a left there on Van Buren.
You're like, that's me, locker.
I'm like, yeah, that's Payne's meat locker right there. And they just noticed the local meat locker. It's not Payne's meat locker. It's just the fucking meat locker. Dude, all of this food spoiled back in the day. They had a jackhammering incident and it like ruined all the freezers and shit.
Okay, you guys, there's more gas leaks in this town than fires.
It's insane.
Ask the firemen. Ask the coroner.
Yeah, and then see how this is Les Schwab?
Les
So
Schwab.
then he just comes, right, yeah, no, because you can get, it just shows that you can get through to park up where he is, like right here. Now, there was a camera though, right over here, and you see right there how it goes and parks right to that.
Yes.
And she said, when Sandalyn says, I looked out the window and that car had been
Right there's
parked.
That's what we
You
just
didn't
talked about.
pause it. Did you want to?
No.
What'd you want to do? No, I'll do it. It's like,
So this is okay. So this is where these SUVs were parked that night, right there. I was trying to get that. Yeah. So when you're looking out the window, what they said that they would do is people would always be dropping off their cars, but there was the one car that was faced the wrong way, and it was just like
oddball.
odd, and it was like shining in their shit. So much so that
You know this.
that they made points to say it in their interviews. Okay. So just so you guys can see here, here's Isaac Funderburg talking about the picnic table there, like just knowing all crazy. Let's see. By the time I called in, I was in the alleyway on the 3rd Street. Okay, remember how I told you guys? This is Isaac Funderburg saying when he called 911. Let me back out for a second. I want to show you something. So there's 3 streets that are running parallel. Okay, I was on the 3rd Street. So look at what he says here. He says, by the time I called in, I was in this back.
Honey, it's dark.
I know.
AF.
The alleyway on the 3rd Street. I don't want to do that because I just. All right, that's fine. Whatever. Thanks.
You're welcome.
That means the 3rd Street, like that's either Main Street, El Paso, then it's Hillside Alley. So that's what he's talking about when he called. So he says, then watch. Marty Ryan says several minutes had passed by that point, right? A couple of minutes, I guess. Now I want you to think about this is Marty Ryan's fucking idiot. I can't even handle that.
Marty, we can't even deal with you.
He says, okay, I already check this out. I already know. I know the face, but I don't want to say it because if I'm wrong. And he says, it's okay. He says, I don't know if you've been to the Liberty up here, but there's this short kind of Arab looking dude that works there. He always says, hey buddy, to me. It kind of looked a lot like him.
Arabs?
Yeah.
Arabic.
That's what he says. Arabic guy. But he doesn't say that. So I think they're just being nice with that. He's about the same height, looked roughly the same age. Dude, if you've not seen Dr. Moore, he is as white as they come, okay? Now, let me go and show you something. This was from the night of the murder, okay? This is none other than...
The Arab?
Talking to people. You have to
This is the video.
sort of
right
leading
there.
this thing.
That they buckled off
But initially, when this first
Somebody got
happened,
jacked up into that.
Bonners Ferry and Boundary County were out actively talking to people and making phone calls and trying to track down leads. So we're basically redoing all of it ourselves to make sure it's.
But you have the lead in the investigation,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay.
So there might be another agency involved in the
Oh,
thing. We'll ask.
Up, Tolson.
Who is that? Tolson with his whistling mouth?
Look at, there he is.
Where?
That's Caleb.
I can't see. I need my glasses.
Now, check this out. He says, I remember he was wearing,
You're not sharing it.
I'm going to share it. Ready? Take a look at what he's wearing.
Look at what he's
Pause.
wearing. Oh no, you guys, this is trippy if you're into
Okay.
true crime.
I remember he was wearing black sweatpants and a black hoodie. Okay? Look at black sweatpants, black hoodie.
Can you zoom even more?
Okay.
Never mind.
Now.
And you don't even need to. Keep
I
going.
think he had a gray vest on. Do you see that? This is the video right before the murder of Dr. Drake. Okay. Then I think he had like a gray vest on. Maybe it was the way light was reflecting, but I remember seeing a vest, and he had a beanie. He has a beanie.
Can we please talk about witness statements and how accurate witness statements usually are? And then we can talk about Isaac's statement. So I said, damn, this guy's really detail oriented.
Okay, also, I want you guys to take a look at something. Do you see what would seem like at first that would be Dr. Drake's bag on the table when he walks out? You see when she's about to zoom in here, I'm going to pause it. Okay. Right there. Do you see this bag on the table right here? That bag is not in the crime scene photos. This bag,
Pharaoh, right?
this bag is not in the Pharaoh. It's not in the crime scene photos. It's not in this room. That bag right there. So that means that bag, which, I mean, maybe that's what he brought his ukulele in. I don't know. But that bag, it has like, see that little thing, but it looks like it's like got a little pass on or whatever. That bag right there, unless it's the bag for the ukulele, is.
Who carries a ukulele in a bag, LL?
I don't do that. I do that. Is like a case.
I mean, I don't think that a ukulele goes in a bag. Just saying. Like what? Like a
Names,
sling bag?
and we're spelling names up here.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask on the prices here.
Yes.
We have listed and we have noted here, and some of his notes.
Okay. The other thing is that, see how that light's on?
That $50, $50,
Okay.
$250, $100.
So he charges $50 an adjustment, and then many times people will pay him for 5 adjustments.
Do you guys see what he's wearing? Beanie. and then
$250,
gray-
$100.
So he charges
That's the
$50
deal.
an adjustment, and then many times people will pay
Right
him
there.
for.
Now, Isaac Funderburg nails this. Absolutely out of the park, nails this. And now remember my video that I just showed you guys. From where Isaac Funderburg would have been, he couldn't see Dick. Now, Aaliyah coming out and being up top, if the only way that he would have been able to see anything is if this person truly would have come over to the side and shot out the window, but I believe the window was shot from the inside out. But why would Beanie Boy, Caleb, be walking on the other side of the building? So, for example, you guys have now you guys can picture the area better, okay?
Yes.
So I want you guys to see windows, right? Door, this is that building. Right across there is Isaac's. Now, why would he
Well, for one,
be
6:45, and she said it was me and my husband, and she said,
What's Eldora's husband's name?
I actually forget. I've talked with her so many times, and I've only talked to her husband once, so I don't remember that.
Go ahead.
Anyway, she had said that she had just left him like 15, and I said, oh, I actually said.
he had just left him like 15, and then she stops herself.
Who's speaking?
Jennifer.
Are you guys the ones that were in the background when I called? And she said, yes, you called. And he said, can I give you a call right back?
Okay.
So I know it was them.
That's that fence that people are talking about. Like somebody was walking up along the fence. Okay. This footage is from the day after the murder when they were doing all of this. Take a look at where the fence.
Now I
Okay. It ends like that. See that? It's
brought that up to one of the, and they said that they
walking
had
up along the fence, and then they came out to the
interviewed her,
concrete.
I think.
This is the exact path that one would walk with what we've done. I say we to be kind for Miss Bella over there.
What are you talking
The hours that I've put in to clocking this man's phone and where he went and when he went there.
Rude.
Okay, so much so that you guys remember Hillside Alley? That's going to be the second. So you got El Paso. We're all going to have a quiz later. You got El Paso. Then you have Hillside Alley, okay? So you have Main Street. then it's El Paso, and then it's Hillside Alley. Those are the 3 parallel streets, okay? And if you look at these coordinates with Drake's phone on the day of the murder, at 9:52, this right here, this coordinate, it ends in 0751 at 10:03 a.m. is at 6821 Main Street, which is Hillside Alley. Like, what the hell is Drake doing next door up and at the, like, over at that building next door to him at 10:03? He begins to start moving at 9:49, like walking with his phone, going wherever.
9:49 p.m.
a.m. This is a.m.
Oh, you're in the a.m.
I'm in the a.m.s. Okay, then
We clocked his every movement. I don't want to hear about that.
now here, right here. Put that one in for me again.
Which one is that?
48-686-3798.
Oh my God, 3798.
Yeah, because I'm going to show you where I think I have it at.
Wait, is it this? Is it still 317? Where is that?
Right here.
Oh yeah, it's 317. Okay, well it's 6811 Main still. Now,
But we're at
where?
3798.
Okay, let me show you where. What do you think?
Coordinates are very accurate. These
we
coordinates are
go.
from his. This is from your
Don't touch
apps.
it. Don't touch
If you
it.
don't think this is accurate, then
Try it at home.
they're going to have a field day in court with the Brian Kober case, because this is GPS off of down on Main
And you guys, we
Street.
just learned about W3W. Look W3W up. It's amazing.
Okay, let me show you guys something. You can see it on this. Okay, not
Can they
that
see?
light.
Oh my gosh, you gotta do the white balance. Like no,
Yeah.
no. It's like this. This is what you gotta do.
That light shouldn't be on. Wait, is that the address I gave you? Because then when you click that,
No, because I clicked it.
the wrong one.
Yeah, I'll put it back up.
All right.
Okay, 686. What was it?
This is all GPS
3798
37.
and negative 317, right?
This is all GPS. This is not triangulation. This is your GPS coordinates based off of your phone.
Can you see it? I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's 68. Yeah, so it's considering it's 6811 Main. But when you go ahead and you actually look on the map where it is, because like that whole little area is 6811.
I'll bring you a pencil so you can point.
It's
Get your pencil. I don't know where. Here's this one.
okay. Right here is the far north shop. Right here is Drake's building.
This
Right
is Drake's building.
Here, right by the little hut.
That's
Where
the
the
hut.
wood shop, where he used to have his little office in this little wood
Hut.
shop area. That's where his phone's at,
Pinging.
pinging.
It's right here.
Okay, so this would be if he was in his office.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, you just keep with those nails.
But it was right here. It's very sensitive.
Now,
But you guys saw it.
who- so that morning there was an incident. Okay, so I want you to take a look at this. That morning, we have body cam footage that says there was an incident that morning.
No, this one. This one.
No, I just want the light.
Okay, this one right here.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So at 8:58 a.m., if Drake was at his desk, it would be the 3025 is when he's at his desk. And here at 8:58 a.m., you can see 2234. Okay. And see how it says GPS over there too, versus like Wi-Fi. So, where's my pictures? My picture. Oh, here they are. What's that last number? 2947.
Are you looking at the
Yeah,
GPS?
2234.
2234.
2234?
Oh yeah. 2234.
Go ahead, put that in. See where you get me.
You want me to?
Yeah, put that in.
Is it 317 still?
Satellite.
Oh my god. It's still at 6811 Main. And here we
But
go.
what part?
Yeah.
Okay, way fucking back. This
Are
is
you guys-
on the street.
Sheesh.
This is okay. Wait, hold on.
No, that one, yeah. The one you're on now. Go.
Okay, this is way back there. Okay, we're talking on
So
the possible
that's-
other side of El Paso. Okay, this is totally in this is El Paso, but on the other side of the street. Like it's back there. It's back by where you would like come in the back way. Like, what is he doing back over there? Who's he meeting with back over there? Who drives up over there and he walks out the building and goes and talks to somebody? Did a police officer stroll up and like, hey, what's going on over here? There was allegedly something that happened that morning. We're working on getting
The rest of the info.
the body cam and the footage and the paperwork on that. Then, so because he had his first client at 9 a.m. So I think it's important to note that his first client was at 9, but here at 8:59, he's back over in that street. Maybe he's doing handy.
Stop.
At 3, so it's at 3235, like he's making his way back to get into what time is it?
So those are like the little movements that we were talking about, you guys, when we were first saying that there's little
over there has
movements.
my other stuff.
So here's the one for the one she just talked about.
It should be coming closer to the.
Yeah, I mean it.
Move it that way. Yeah, you see how it's. I mean, it's off to the left a little bit still. He's still not back in his. Something's going on back there.
This is his office right here. Oh my gosh, if I could figure out Hector. That's his office right there. And he's outside, like in the parking lot, as far as this GPS shows.
Yeah. And so then I went ahead and let's see what else I grabbed over here. Oh, man. So what time was that at? Oh, this is a good one.
It's under the phone anyway.
And my dad, she's alright.
1606, but it's UTC.
Okay, here we go. Remember Eldora Gatchel? They talked about possibly leaving at like 6:45.
So it's 9:09 a.m.
Yeah. She's alright.
Are you singing Rick James?
Yeah.
OMG.
So let's see, 166. Okay.
Is this work with us time?
Well, let's take a look at this then. Right here.
I want to watch the Dateline.
Now this is gonna be right before the murder. Take a look. Ooh, put that up again.
This one?
Yeah, it'll be better. Thank you. I'm gonna zoom in. So.
Oh, that's close. 3025. Is that what
Okay.
you're talking about?
Yeah. So 3025. I am convinced off of all the work that I've done, I believe that 3025 is when Drake is in his office physically working on somebody and has his phone, like how I would have my phone on my desk and I'm adjusting somebody. Then you can see here, 48 right here, 3025, then at 6:44 in 9 seconds, 3053, it begins to move, and so much so that it comes, if you look at right here, this is right by the door to literally leave. This is the glass door, and it's 3047. And here we are, 3053. You see that? 6:44 in 9 seconds. I believe that Eldora Gatchel was the only one worked on. And then I believe that he was then walking them to go. I mean, clearly you can see where this is at. He's at the door, and you're at, and that's at 30. Like we were standing right there, took the picture, and that's the lat number, right where the phone was. Then check this out. So that was 6:44. Where is it?
3025.
That's where his car's at. Then he left his phone in his car.
I don't know.
I know, we can take another look at that. That is interesting. So 3053, 3019, 3019. Then at 6:55 p.m., 3027, 6:56 p.m., 6355, 706, 3061. 3061 is at 707. 707. And then look at that. 2:17 in 7 seconds. That is equivalent to 7:17 in 7 seconds p.m. That's when the phone call begins between him and Jennifer Drake. And look at where it's back at. 3025. Now, actually, I think I misspoke on 3025 because Bella does have it out at his car, like sitting in the car. And I think actually we have a picture of that. Let me take another look. Hmm. 3025. So this is 2947. So if you move, and that's outside, like right up against the woods. That's what you're looking at from the car. Then where's that? Now this is interesting. 7:17 in 7 seconds. Then the next movement does not start 7:37 and 45. Oh wait, that's AM. Whoopsies, wrong one. I was about to say that wasn't right. Whoops. 7:17. Someone's gotta put this fucking shit in order for me. Every time I do a live, this shit gets out of order. You out of order? Say what? Oh shit. Oh shit. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Boom. That's what I needed. Let me back out. Four 8686476, and that's like usually like a zero then. This is the address of 6813. That is Les Schwab. That means you're in the upstairs portion of it. See, when you walk up the stairs, you'd be in like this portion of it. See that? Well, according to one of the GPSs, that is what we have. Brian Drake's phone in Isaac Funderburg's apartment. How does that happen? This is proof that Brian Drake shut off his locations on his, this is his locations on the Life 360. 311, once he got there at, on 312, see, it's like 6:08 and 30 seconds. He starts moving and leaving. The 47 is over there in Hayden. He arrives right here, 312 at 7:40 and 28 seconds, which is 100% like the same as, so this is his Life 360 app. But there's no movement with his phone. And the next time his phone moves is on 313 at 1947 hours, 7:47, 9 seconds. And this is being, so see 48686 and then like 3. See this? See how it goes like very, very strange. That's being done by an expert. How strange it is. See, when he was arriving, you can totally see that his Life 360 app is working because it tracks him all the way from driving to Hayden that morning. And every couple, see, 7:24 and 47 seconds, 7:28, and it's giving you like the coordinates 48 and then 4859, 48638, 48673, and then boom. Let's take a look. When he leaves Hayden that morning, this is all of his. So when he's leaving, as you're going upward, like 609, 611, 617, 618, 6:20, 6:21, 6:23, 25, 26, 28. It's tracking him. A Life 360 app. It's got his notifications, doing its job. And then, because it's on your phone, see, like 1 second, 2, 4, 5, 7, 12, 15, 18, 7:21. Seven 24, 7:28, 7:31, 7:34, 7:37, 6, 7, 6, 3, 6. Type that in, and then 7:40, and then literally look at that. Does not have anything that whole day, and that is consistent with shutting off that app, because that just proved to me that what he did every fucking day, he shut that app off, and he did it in a way that she didn't know, or maybe she did know, but Jennifer Drake was tracking his every movement. So, and then double check here, take another look. Let's back that up. This is right there. Right there. I believe that's Eldora Gatchell's pilot. This is from the Columbia Bank. This is 95. That's the liquor store. So we're across the street. So those of you guys that saw the video earlier, this is then the whitish running truck with the running lights. And I said, who owns a white Ford truck like that? Very interesting what I found. And then look at how crazy this is. See that car right there? Can't make this shit up. And then in the back here, this footage right back there, that's the liquor store. So they're on El Paso, this car that I tracked. And it was none other than police, Bonners Ferry cruiser. And everybody has SUVs except for 3 people: Marty Ryan, Brandon Johnson, and Bill Powell. Those are the only 3 people that have the car type cruisers. Right there. There's your cop. And this is just at 7, 8, 7. And it pulls up and it stops. So I'm circling in this area so you guys can see that. You're going to see, there you go. So I rewind it so you can see it backing up, and then watch how I go so slow so you can see that light belongs to that car right there. So then what I paid attention to is when that light got to that spot. I was like, how lucky am I going to get with this? So I followed it all the way back and kept on going back in the footage. This is how I realized that there were seconds missing and deleted. Right here, then it pulls up and it waits. It's a little bit on it, like it's coming. Right there. See how it just kind of disappears? And I was like, what the fuck? Because it's 3 seconds missing. And now watch it arrive. See how it kind of disappears? It's because they deleted 3 seconds of the video. Or they could say there was a glitch. I mean, whatever they want to say, but it's really a convenient time. And then because like at first I just thought it was like a light, like so there's the pilot, Eldora Gatchels. Then right behind it is the truck. Right there. That's the big truck. And that's not Dr. Moore. And now watch what happens back here. After that truck moves, then the police car goes right after it. And slowly, at first, you would think it's slowly creeping out of there. And this is why I wanted to pay attention to all those roads back there. And then here it comes. And then I just kind of let it play. So I was stopping it so I could show people. So I rewind it and then I just let it kind of play out. And then you mix that with literally when they come across is like right when remember how I told you what time that 7:17 phone call? It's like they press the button to call from Brian's phone and they leave it and then they're leaving. That's what's happening right here, in my opinion, because that's what the clock ticker shows me. So what are the odds that Eldora Gatchel's vehicle is coming across right after, not too long after, Brian Drake's phone makes a phone call to Jennifer for that call? Yeah, I think that's Marty. But there it is. Yeah, the truck and car that follow each other out of there. And that's exactly what Eldora Gatchel said that she couldn't. And so here it goes. See right there, you get a nice side view. That's a fucking cop car if I've ever seen one. So, again, it's right after that call. So I was digging around and I was able to find that Jennifer and Brian Drake owned a white Ford truck like that. So I don't know. Just they owned that right before. He would actually drive in his truck, and then I think he started taking that smaller SUV because of gas. Then I found that Brian Drake had a steroid and pill popping guy that he got his shit from, his gear, they called it. Text messages through his work text phone. And he started doing that in May of 2019. He deleted all of the text messages with this person. He deleted everything to do with this person. Yeah. So, anyways, that's what's up over here. What else? I don't believe for a second that Isaac Funderburg doesn't know Brian Drake. Because he nails this right here. There's more to it. So Marty Ryan says, I just want you to describe him. I want you to describe who you saw, if that makes sense. That's really important. You're doing a good job. He's like, it's hard to describe who I saw just because it's dark now. And he's so kind of like, he knew who it was, but now it was dark. I couldn't really picture his face, especially since he had a beanie on and a hoodie and masking it a little bit. Sure. He just looked super suspicious. As far as your wife, did she see any of this at all? Yeah, She saw the guy. She saw the guy, says Marty Ryan. Yeah, she saw him run past the alleyway because she saw him run past the alleyway. What's the alleyway? Because she had come out to make sure I was okay, and she saw him. She was standing there when I yelled at him as well. What, to go talk to her? What? Yeah, just to see if we could. Oh, he wanted them to go talk to her. Marty was like, oh my God, you got to go get her. I'm telling you, these were witnesses. Like, no, he described that dude to a T. So Isaac says, I have a couple more things. Before this whole event started out, there were 2 SUVs. There is a green one. Green looks like, okay, there is a green one parked on the other side of this one over here. After listening to the girl from the Super One talk about what Brian Drake used to drive, and then he started driving that like white, smaller SUV, she says that he drove like a greenish bluish SUV, just so you guys know. There is a green one parked on the other side of this one over here. A car kind of similar to the one I saw further down the road, like in the store further down the road. It was sitting there for a solid 30 minutes. Or with its headlights shining up into our window. So like it was sitting across the way. Just sitting facing this way, northbound. My fiance had asked me a couple times. She's like, that's really weird. He's been sitting forever. I told her I didn't know. It was probably someone picking up the car from Les Schwab. That's what I figured. And it sat there for quite a while. This is what he's saying happened like at 6:30, as she's saying. And then he says, a newer SUV? No, the 2 SUVs were parked. So he's saying no to being a newer SUV. No. The 2 SUVs were parked. The guy got out of the car and got in the SUV. Now, do you guys remember when I was going through the footage down by the end of 95, where I was looking suspicious at these 2 SUVs that kind of pull up, but they're black, and one was smaller, and I was like, what are they doing? Thought that was weird that he's talking about 2 SUVs that were kind of rolling around together. But he said the guy got out of the car and got in the SUV. There's mingling back and forth. The fuck? Now, somebody that sells drugs, let me tell you something that I learned. If you're selling drugs, you get really, like, you start paying attention to every little thing that's going on because you think that people are trying, they could be they could be potentially messing with you. So that's the only reason I think that he's money with a lot of the stuff he's talking about, because he has to have a swivel with his head. Because this is just wild. They're just mingling back and forth. There was a black car that was sitting facing our house. This is the black car that goes flying over. Okay, that I keep showing you guys. So there was a black car that was sitting facing our house. Black car, Marty says, or SUV, he said car. The 2 SUVs were parked. There was one SUV right there, and he was like pointing when he was doing this interview, which I may bring up the interview again and then like break it down, like what he's saying. I think Marty's kind of drunk, by the way, when he's doing this.
Well, tell them why.
So he says, yes. And then there was a green one to the left of it. Okay, which side? To the left of it, green was facing this way? No, it was facing the building. So like park normal, facing the building, and like how the parking spots would go. And then the car was not facing. So he says, no, it was facing the building and then facing my house with the headlights facing Les Schwab, the second Les Schwab shop right here. It was parked behind those two vehicles. Okay, and so did you see these cars ever leave? I guess the green car just I hadn't noticed that, but I did see the black car leave. I don't see where it went. It flew the fuck up out of there. Okay, it's like, and he says, the black car, that was a car or the SUV? It was a black car. The SUV and 4-door or 2 doors? It said 2-door. Now, this is the one I found, I'm telling you. And it was, the timing of it, it fits. Was it a Honda car or a fancy high-dollar shop car? He says, it's a Chevy. It's a Chevy. A Chevy. He says, okay, after Chevy, you have Malibu, or we're talking big and fancy. Maybe like an older Malibu or older Impala, like late 90s. It had 2-door and it had the really like deep angled back window. The one that comes down. Does anybody know anything about cars? I saw the same. He's like, I saw the same and then cuts himself off, which is interesting to us. I saw the same in a similar looking car leave from the pediatrics office. They refer to the pediatrics office as Dr. Drake's office building, by the way, because that used to be an old pediatrics building. Or no, that was the old dentist building, and the pediatrics building was right behind it where State Farm is, which that's where the black car kind of goes in and comes back out again. So this is what's interesting, though. He says, I saw the same, and he stops saying the same car. He says, a similar looking car. Okay, look at this. I saw the same, a similar looking car. He's coached. You guys had all your cars down from, Sam says, you guys had all your cars down from, and then, see, your cars. He's talking about the 3 cars. He knows, people in that area know that there's only 3 cars and everything else is SUVs. You guys had all your cars down from, and we're gonna break down what that says, but he's talking about down from the alley. Okay. Where the pediatric office, I believe it's a pediatric office. It's a little cul-de-sac right up there. It's almost the A-frame building. It used to be the pediatrics, or was a kid's dentist when I was a kid. There is one of the, they can't make it out, that just show up at the pediatrics. There is one of the blank that just show up at pediatrics. That's that black car that went flying across. Then it goes back and is in. He's like, are you guys like clear? What do you want to hold on to this for tonight? Okay, I'll get to. Oh, that's the other officer talking. He says, okay, tell me again. I'm sorry, I got a little off track. When you're driving around looking for this dude, making a turn out the cul-de-sac, and you think he might have been sitting here? See, Isaac's trying not to say too much, but he knows a lot because that motherfucker was back there and he saw some shit, man. And he says, that was further down the road after I looked for him. So he's talking about this black car that went like flying, that I think went flying across. I mean, I know that it went flying across. I know what time it went flying across, and it's equal to what he's saying. But this is what's interesting. He says, that was further down the road. He's basically saying that that's after I looked for him. I went back home. So, which is putting it even earlier, like I've been saying. I told my fiance, I called them, talking about the cops. I told my fiance, I called them, like talking about the cops. They'll deal with it. Like the cops will deal with it. Then she asked me to go to the store and get mustard. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware, but myself and Bella have talked to Aaliyah Sandelin. And she's cool as shit. she's young. She's a young mom. And all I have to say is she never told Isaac to go get mustard. We showed her all this stuff. She can't even fucking believe what she's been seeing. So he says, then she asked me to go to the store. I said, hey, did you ask Isaac to go to the store that night to go get you mustard? And she's like, what? No. And I said, wait, what the fuck? I said, okay, let's back up. I said, did you guys ever go to Super One that night? And she's like, yeah, we both went to Super One. We went way earlier. We went way earlier before we ever started cooking dinner. This is why getting the timeline, these idiots don't ask good questions and blah. So, he says, then she asked me to go to the store and get mustard. I went to the grocery store to get mustard. As I was pulling out of the driveway up here, I saw that car turned on its lights after you guys had all passed, because I sat there and watched all you guys pass. I was kind of crazy. I mean, I think it was kind of crazy. After you guys had passed, I saw him turn on his lights in the dark parking lot where no one should be in those office buildings by like what you can see from El Paso, like where the State Farm. He says, so how would you possibly say, I saw that where no one should be in those office buildings, in my opinion, at this time of night very good. So here, Marty Ryan cuts this motherfucker off because he's like, no, we cannot. He's like, very good. I'll tell you what, I know you're hungry. Like, he stops him from talking anymore because Marty Ryan looks around and realizes this was on body cam and he couldn't have any more talking. Okay? Any more talking, could not. So, now let me show you guys something. I think Marty Ryan's lit as a tit. What time did you get home? Did you work today or were you off? Marty Ryan says. I did work today. What time did you get home? 3:47 roughly. What? I don't know, like around 4? Like 3:47 roughly. Have you ever seen such a thing? And now I can only say this as if he's already talked to a lot of people getting to this point to then be interviewed. If somebody had you already looked through your phone and see something, well, here, look through your phone and see what time, did you make a phone call? Did you do this? And then so therefore he would have an exact number at that point if he's already told his story a bunch, But, and now, don't you think Marty Ryan be like, 3:47, eh? Like, how do you know that? Marty says, were you guys all together as a family at that point? What the fuck are you talking about, Marty? What kind of question is that? Were you guys all together as like a family at that point when you got home? Family? Who? It's him and his girlfriend that live in that apartment. He's over here saying yes. Like, I would have been like, what are you talking? Were me and my, what? Then Marty says, at home the rest of the evening? Yes, that's not true at all. I have his car on all these cameras driving all over. None of that is true. None of this is true. Right here. And then this is just sus, the 3:47 roughly. Like, what? Anything to eat and drink tonight, he asks him. And he says, no. And then Marty says, good kid. I think you're a step ahead of me. What do you think that means? Marty Ryan did not know that the body cam was on when this was happening. Marty Ryan is basically admitting that he's been drinking and has been eating and drinking. Oh, good kid. I think you're a step ahead of me, so you're doing good. All right. And so then you're in your home. What time did you guys have dinner? And then Isaac says, I'm supposed to be eating right now. I guess pretty late. All right. What food? Burgers. Yes. What time did you hear the gunshots? Okay, so I was outside putting new plates on her car. I asked Aaliyah Sandlin this. She said, what? She said, maybe putting plates on his car. He putting new plates on my car. I was like, did you just get a new car though? Didn't you just get like a new car? Like a 2008 Honda Accord. She's like, I was like, where'd you get it from? She says, from our from my family members. She doesn't recall that at all, that he would be doing that. So I was outside putting new plates on her car. She just got the car, and I heard the gunshot roughly, I don't know what time, roughly about 7:30 probably. Nobody, you're so wrong. Marty Ryan says, were you outside at the time? I was outside. And I heard the gunshot, and it sounded like it came from directly back here. Because when he's giving this interview, he's at the far north. So like he's like saying like, yeah, it was coming from back here. Then this building on the other side, this one has a like little grass way past the picnic table there. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? I said to myself, I said, that's really descriptive to the point of like for that to stick out, like that about that picnic table. Like, look at, he nails this area.
He said, I run a little late. So,
The voices in the background, were they male voices or female voices?
I couldn't remember, but I can tell you how I know who it was, because then Eldora called me 2 days ago. She texted and said, please call me. I heard.
Talking about Eldora, but like this area, like, and Brian's phone, he was up in all that. He was up all over there. Up in all that. Okay. So he says, going back to this, he says, I saw someone come running out from there. So again, let's go back. It came from directly back here. Then this building on the other side, speaking of the glass shop, then this building on the other side, this one has a little grass way past the picnic table there. Okay. That doesn't make any sense. When he says, and I heard the gunshot, and it sounded like it came from directly back here. Right where he was being interviewed was the far north coffee lodge, not where the drive-through side was, but the other side. And behind that is literally where I think Bobby Goad was living. So then this building on the other side, this one has little grass way past the picnic table there. I saw someone come running out from there. And I feel like he was on that side of when he saw all this. He wasn't on the side of his house. From behind that building, and he kind of kept close to this brick building up here where the window repair shop is. That's the glass shop. That's what they call that. He was kind of like trying to stay close to the building, and it seemed like as if he was, it's not writing, it was running. At this point, my fiance came outside to make sure I was okay because she heard gunshots too. That's something when you hear it, you just kind of note that sound. She came outside and I told her to bring the dogs out. She let the dogs out and I will put them in my car. I had yelled at this guy. I said, hey, he looked back and just kind of like ignored me. And I was like, was that you? He looked back and took off. And it looked like he was trying to go on over towards somewhere over there, off that corner, like one of the streets over there, talking about like where like El Paso is and then the hillside, over there. And he says, are we on this side of the highway or that side? He's like, oh, sorry, we're on this side. I'm just trying to.
Well, tell them when you say he said. Who's he?
Marty Ryan. They know. They good. So he's like, are we on this side of the highway or that side? And so Marty Ryan is interviewing him on the side of where Drake's, building is on. And so this is what's crazy. He says, oh, sorry, we're on this side. So we're on this side means we're on the same side as far north and everything. But that's not where he was doing any of this. And he says, yes, very good. It was somewhere towards crosstalk. There was crosstalk. The camera dude that had the body cam on, he whispers into the camera's ears of life and says, the date is March 12th, 2020, and right now, 2300. He was trying to say that it was 11 o'clock when this dude was getting interviewed. I don't know what he was looking at. The body cam footage of this has it at 8:21, and I have the body cam as being off an hour.
We can't figure that part out.
But they're going to have a hell of a time explaining. Have you guys ever heard of body cam being off? I've never heard of body cam being off.
Whatever, Idaho.
But it matters. Mm-hmm. So I've been going over like a wild person, the crime scene body cams when they kick in the door and everything and go in there. Because Dr. Drake had a digital camera in there. Or not a camera, but a clock. And I was trying to see if I could see it on one of the body cams. So this is totally not right, because either this interview happened at 8:21 or it was 9:21. So, but why is this dude who's a police officer, when they say cameraman, that's because the guy, his name's Mike Valenzuela, he's one of the cops. It was his body cam, and he was standing there, and it was on. And have you guys ever heard a police officer talk into the camera, into the body cam, and say, hey, it's March 12th, 2020 at 2300 hours. The fuck? No, it's all that shit's on there. You don't gotta say shit like that. It's crazy.
Well,
I've never seen it. I do body cam all the time. I've never heard a cop talk to their body cam. Okay?
I haven't either. I don't know what that transcript's about. It's weird.
So this guy's wanting everybody to know this totally different time. It's not. And he's like, and I drove my car back and in my neighborhood trying to get a picture or whatever I could for you guys. What? The only way that you're going to do that is if you witness something. You're not going to go getting pictures of things because you heard a gunshot. You know what? I think I'm going to go hunt that guy down, because after I heard this gunshot, I saw him and I just think it looks suspicious. Even though I don't see anybody down on the ground, no blood, I didn't witness a shooting, but I'm going to call the cops and say, hey, I heard a couple shots. I just think that that's weird. But it wouldn't be weird if you actually said something, like if you actually saw it. But that's not kind of how he says it. But the way that he says it he told his wife that, hey, I called the cops and I'm letting them deal with it. Like, I don't even want to get involved with what I saw. Like that type of thing when he says that. I drove my car back, and in my neighborhood, his neighborhood would be like on the other side, trying to get a picture or whatever I could for you guys if I could find him, and I didn't see anything. All this is out of order. Then I went in, called the cops on my way. Then I went in, called the cops on my way home from driving to the neighborhood. This is the most out of order. Like, no, you would be like, as I was driving around looking for him, I called the cops. You don't say, then I went in. Went in where? Because he's almost like slipping the fuck up. Like,
well, he changes tense. Oh, he changes tense in there, right? But I thought he was like really meticulous, and then we found out from someone who knows him, nah, he's kind of a goofball, says this person in their opinion, but they should know. But anyways.
Marty says, when you had called, by the time you called in, who did you call? Just 911? He says, yeah. By the time I called in, I was in the alleyway on the 3rd Street. And he never, so check this out. Where's this other thing? And this little fucker. So then PSP decides to go to his house the next day. Okay, and they want to interview him again at 1:20 in the afternoon. And so this is ISP guy, Richard fucking Alderson or some shit. He says, all right, today, Friday, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
He said they have to say their name. Okay, so, and then it's the female detectives with him. And then he says, okay, I'm going to call you Isaac for the interview if that works for you. Okay, we are here in regards to a crime scene that happened across the street. Sir, if you would mind, just tell us how your knowledge of what occurred across the street starting last night, if you can give us as much detail as possible. So, and he says, do you want me to start with that weird thing that happened first? Yes. If you want to start with what you saw across the street, like he already knows it, okay? From our apartment, south of us is a Lesh Swab. Because there's 2 buildings, okay? So that's what he means. There are usually cars there parked at night. They're being picked up by customers. The night of the crime, there was a black 2-door Chevy. I believe it was a Chevy. It was just sitting outside our window at the Lesh Swab, and it was facing our window with the lights. It was blocking 2 cars in that were parked properly in the parking lot. The thing that was weird about it was he sat there for half an hour. And my fiance asked me a couple of times, she said, why is he sitting there like that? That's really weird. He's gotten out of his car a couple times and hasn't done anything. She just kept asking me about it. This was Thursday, March 12th. What approximate time did you start observing this? That was about 6:30. I believe maybe a little bit later. It was just weird because he sat there for a long time. Now, we asked Aaliyah Sandlin if she remembers any of this. She said, what? No.
Stop. Don't.
She says, what? She's like, I have no idea. She's like, I don't remember any of that. And she's like, she was like on it with, So as I will continue, Richard says, what did the gentleman look like? What did the person look like I didn't actually see. We were sitting on our couch watching TV with the blind barely open. Now, don't you think that's kind of interesting that we're going to be talking about the blinds barely open, and then here Drake is shot through the blinds that were, barely open. And then here, I'm like, is this fucking insane or what? This is wild.
Or is it just fantasy?
I just was like, get the fuck out of here, man. So can we get some popcorn over here?
Does anyone like Queen? I just totally quoted it, but whatever.
I like Queen.
Can we just?
I like popcorn. Can I have a popcorn?
You really want
Yeah,
to
fire up a
another
popcorn. Yeah, fuck it. He says, I didn't see him. What the fuck? So he's describing that whole situation, and he's like, I don't know, it's barely open.
I'm like, oh my god, it's barely it's heavily open.
So, he's gotten out of his car like a couple times and hasn't done anything. He's like, wait, what did the gentleman look like? And he's just like, I don't fucking know. I barely saw anything. I didn't actually see. We were watching TV. He said, I saw the headlights coming in and looked out there and saw him getting in his car at one point. I saw him out in another car.
He says all these.
You just saw a figure. You couldn't tell gender, clothing. Yes, couldn't make him out. He says him.
But he's an
I believe he was wearing mostly black clothes. Okay, how dark of night? Whatever. All right, just to catch back up, you observed this gentleman for about half an hour, and then if you want to bring us back up to speed, about an hour or so later, it was about 7:30ish, maybe a little bit later. My fiance was cooking dinner, and I had gone outside to put plates on her new vehicle. At this point, I had gotten the black license plate on. What? Or the back license plate on. And I'd heard a gunshot.
Talk about how it's weird that it's plates, but it's food and then it's plates.
Yeah, wait for this.
But there's no plates.
Oh, but yeah, go eat your burger at 11 o'clock at night. Get the fuck out of here. You guys are like, who believes this shit? Where are we at? Okay. Would you mind telling me where the vehicle was located? The vehicle is north of my apartment, about 40 feet at the end of this building, right along Highway 2. Yes, it's facing north, the same way the traffic would flow on Highway 2. It does, it backs up like right into this little spot where we were. From where you were with the car, you could see the building in question from across the street. Yes, I heard a gunshot, and then I heard either a second one or an echo. Everything in this neighborhood like echoes like crazy, so it could have been an echo. I believe it was a second gunshot, possibly not. Then my fiance had come out the door to check on me because she had heard the gunshot too. I peeked my head around the corner and I asked her if she heard it. She yelled down to me from our porch and said yes, she had. At this time, I had seen a figure over my left shoulder, and I turned that way to see what was happening. It was someone very suspiciously running from, I don't know how to explain this. It's a little pathway on the other side of the building across the street from us. It's up against a fence. It's not somewhere you would generally just walk through. Just to clarify, are you standing and where are you looking as you're seeing this? I am standing down by the corner of the building, still where our cars are, and I am facing east across the street. Looking across the street, okay, yes, that's when I see him run from in between the building. I believe they still have a fence up back there. There's a little grass yard with a couple of trees and a fence up. It's not somewhere you would just walk through. No one walks through there. Previous to this, there's also been a few bags sitting over there for a week or two. I don't know. They've been over there for a minute. They were up against the building. I don't know. No one ever seen them. What? I don't see anyone ever touch them. They had just been sitting there.
Oh my god, it exploded.
It did?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're supposed to open it slowly.
Whatever.
What kind of bags? Personal bags, like a backpack and a duffel bag. They're no longer there. I haven't checked since he was about to say something. Probably, since the
Marty
crime.
sucks. Here.
Oh, sweet popcorn. I want someone to read this to me.
Want me to read it to you?
Yeah. What kind of bags? Personal bags, like a backpack and a duffel bag. They're no longer there. I haven't checked since any stop.
Totally don't want someone to read it to you.
I haven't been able to go over there since at this point he had gotten out of that yard and up onto the concrete. He stops talking about the damn drug bags. These are drug bags, people. This is drugs. Okay, that's what the fuck this is. I haven't checked since I haven't been able to go over there since at this point he had gotten out of that yard and up onto the concrete next to this glass shop, which is a window and car glass shop. And he is trying to stay in the shadows. And I thought it was suspicious, so I yelled at him and I said, "Hey, Then he didn't do anything. I said, was that you? He had looked back at me, but I didn't really see anything. I said something else. I can't remember what it was. And then at this point, he had looked back at me, and we got a picture of his face at that point. What the fuck are you talking? We got a picture of his face. You mean a mental picture? Like, what are you talking about? Picture? You were just snapping a picture? I want to see Isaac's phone.
Give me the thing and I'll read it. Where is it? And you could eat. Where'd you leave off?
I got and we got a picture of his face at that point.
It was still pretty dark out, and hard to make out, but enough to describe a little bit. You be Richard. Would you mind describing, sir, what you saw? I saw a figure that was approximately 5'8". He had tanner skin. I mean, he's like, always the approximately stuff he says is like dead on. He was white. He had a mustache. I believe that's all I saw for facial.
He had tanner skin. He was white. Like, he had to remember that, oh, wait, I can't fucking say that. I have to say that he was white. I have to get off of this, who I really saw, because who he told it to Marty, and then they had to get him off that kick. So then he goes with, he had tanner skin. He was white. He had a mustache.
I believe that's all I saw for facial hair was a mustache. I mean, how from that? Like, it's dark and you saw a mustache. Okay. He was a little bit heavier set in the midsection, a little bit chunky, I guess. Would be the other way to put it. That's about all I saw. He was wearing black sweats. I believe he was wearing a black sweatshirt, and I believe I saw a vest too. I'm pretty sure I saw him wearing a vest. He definitely had a beanie on.
Can you see Dr. Moore in a fucking beanie?
Never in my life. Never in my life will I ever see him in a beanie. I even think like on the ski slope, he would not be wearing a beanie. He'd be wearing that hat, that one hat I had. The Elmer Fudd one. More than a beanie. Okay, he definitely had a beanie. Yeah.
Can you see him in baggy sweats?
Maybe like baggy sweats. Sure, why not?
I doubt it. I can't see him.
Well, you're just thinking about like him dropping drawers and like showing his boxers and it says Calvin Klein. No, like I can see him in like kickback sweats, but I can't see him in a beanie, and he's not an Arab.
That's what the guy said.
You know what I mean? Arab. Same people that say Iran. Okay. Yes.
Okay. He definitely had a beanie?
Yes.
Was he wearing a hooded sweatshirt or just a...
I believe so, yes.
Was the hood down, up?
The hood was down, I believe.
Isaac,
stop eating
any
popcorn.
noticeable footwear or gloves?
No.
The only exposed skin you saw was...
his hands and his face, but even his face was pretty dark with the beanie and everything to make out.
No noticeable tattoos or cuts, scars, anything?
No.
Okay.
At this point, I was probably about 80 feet away. Please
80
don't.
feet. Okay, that was going to be my next question. You're 80 feet when you got the... When you got the look?
I'm 80 feet west of him, yes. At that point, I had yelled up to my fiance to let our dogs out. And she let the dogs out. And I put them in my car. It was super quick. It all happened super fast. I started my car, threw them in there, and I went to chase him down to see if I could see where he went. The last place I saw him walk was just north of the glass shop. The building he had walked behind, there's a custom wood shop. The man builds benches and birdhouses and whatever else. He had walked behind that building.
You guys understand this is the same path that we have Dr. Drake's phone taking. Everything that he's saying right there, that's the path of his phone.
Dun, dun, dun.
You know that?
The mystery.
The GPS is like...
Shall I continue?
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull up the map.
I'm trying to pull up the map, but keep talking.
I didn't see where he went from there. I had gotten in my car and tried to track him down, and I couldn't find him and just didn't really see anything. At this point, it was probably about 5 minutes after the gunshot, I was driving in the alleyway and I had my phone call to the police to let them know what I had heard and what was going on. Probably wouldn't have even called him if I didn't see the way that guy was acting. Called him, you guys. I wouldn't have even called him if I didn't see the way that guy was acting.
You would never say, I wouldn't even call the police. I wouldn't even call him.
Just because he looked super stressed out and suspicious. That's the vibe I picked up from how he was acting. I had made my call to the police in the alleyway, and then I'd come back through right where the crime scene was, actually, through that drive-through area. I drove back through there. I had come back home and parked the car and brought the dogs inside.
After you called the police, he was there, you left, and he was still sitting there when you...
No, he was moving the whole time I saw him. The only time he stopped was the 3 times he knows everything.
The 3 times I yelled at him, just like Dylan, the 3 times.
The 3 times I yelled at him. Each time he stopped. The first time he stopped, the second time he stopped and looked back, and the third time he stopped and...
so Dylan, man.
Looked back and moved a piece of clothing just to see his peripheral vision better. That's at the point I had seen his face.
I can't.
Stop.
This is fucking wild. Okay, for the tape, I just have my smartphone, and we're currently on the satellite view. And we're going to start out here, obviously centered at your apartment. What I'll have you do for me is, if you don't mind, again, we'll just put some of the street names and identify. Okay.
Is that my apartment right there? Okay. So off of Main Street, just across from Les Schwab's truck stop, is the Far North Coffee Shop, which isn't on the satellite view.
No.
This building used to be a dentist. Talking about Drake.
Talking about Drake's place.
I don't know what it is anymore. These trees aren't here anymore either. There's a little pathway, it's right back there, and there's a fence right there, I believe.
Okay.
He had ran from right there, and he was about right here when I first yelled at him. There was a 6-inch curve right there. The guy's like so exact with so many weird things.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm gonna take a screenshot of what we're looking at here real quick.
Whatever.
Right here.
Okay, there's a 6-inch curve just past that non-existent tree line. Currently, there's no tree line there anymore. He was standing just on the top side of it, and this is that building. That is the glass shop. The third and second time I yelled at him, he was just about to the corner of it, right where the shadow is on that building almost.
That's exactly where, like, they're nutting where his phone is at the time. Go ahead. Oh, it looks like he'd move probably 5 yards.
Yes. And he's always like approximately,
Yes,
like almost approximately.
North?
Our cars are right there.
Okay, so you're saying you're on the north of the building, and this is to the west of Main Street? Because he's trying to show him, like, wait, you're able to see all of this from where you're standing, and now watch this. Yes. I'm sorry.
Oh, whatever, yes.
Oh, I got it. Like, yeah.
I'm standing right here. I yelled at him, and he's up here.
Another screenshot.
My fiance left the dogs out, left them out. And then I put them in my car, and I had seen him run over to, like, here.
I got you.
The other side of this wood shop over here. I don't know if you want to screenshot that or not.
Thank you, sir. There you go.
The street that he would have been closest to at the time would be El Paso Street. He was about to the end of it. The place I took
he was about to the end of it.
Of El Paso Street.
Like, we're talking if he's saying he was about to the end of El Paso, what that is that's off when you're coming on Main and you're about to turn onto El Paso. Like, that's what he's talking about. Okay. He was about to be
Maybe, where are we?
right here. The place.
Oh, he was about to the end of it. The place I took my car was directly across the street. I shot up into this drive-through right here.
Boom. And that's what I have on camera, y'all. I found it. I went through like a wild bitch that is way before motherfucking 7 o'clock, y'all. And I just love it. Keep on, Isaac. Keep talking because you're just letting me go to town with
Can
it.
I have a couple kernels? What? That's literally
You said
one
a
and
couple.
but that's like 1 1/4. Like,
Okay.
do you see this?
There's a handful for you.
Thank you. Okay. There's a popcorn for everybody too. All right, what? Go ahead. Where are we? Yeah, I mean, yes, whatever. And then you say you got it.
Wait, where's he at?
I have no idea.
Oh, he says right here. He says, I shot up
I already
to this
did that.
drive-through right here. He is admitting now that he is, remember how I told y'all he had to be back in that area to see what this fucker looked like? He just drives right through Drake's, right through the 2 buildings that where the crime scene's at, right where the gunshot is.
Okay, go.
He says,
Okay, and then I went up Tyler Street.
okay, Tyler Street means that you're going across it, continuing to go. So what you do is you have to make a left, and then you have to make a quick right. Then get up to Hillside.
Well, I took a left on Hillside,
There
wouldn't
you
you
go,
know,
see?
Allie, and I
Northbound?
northbound, correct. I turned around I thought this alley went all the way through. Maybe it doesn't. I turned around near Van Buren Street to go back southbound. The place that I believe he ran to is, I don't even know if it shows up on this map. There's a little cul-de-sac area right up here somewhere. There's a pediatrics building. I can actually show you it from my porch, but I don't think we can see it on the maps.
Okay.
It's right in here somewhere, and the parking lot's super dark at night.
This is where that black car went. I got you.
You can't just see into it.
As you're coming back in the south near the Van Buren, that's when you notice that same Impala.
Parked.
He already knows the fucking story.
Parked in the dark parking lot.
You can't just see. He already knows that as you're coming back in the south near the Van Buren, that's when you notice that same Impala.
So they've been talking
Parked in the dark parking lot. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Parked in the dark parking lot, which you didn't notice before. Like, see, he's like leading him. He's motherfucking leading him with everything. This is sick. Fuck you, people. Fuck off. Fuck you. I'm coming for that ass. It hadn't moved. Oh, that's your part.
That's your part. Parked in the blah,
I already
blah.
said that.
Oh, it hadn't moved at the time, and it was weird because the businesses are all closed 7, 8-ish at night. No one should really be in that building, to my knowledge. At this point, I had been coming back down El Paso. I turned into the alley behind Far North and drove through the drive-thru in the coffee shop directly across the street from my house, which is right here now, right there. At this point, I had come back to the house and I was asked to go get mustard for dinner, which I don't know about anymore because we're in the process of that. What, making burgers? I went and got mustard. The cops had all flown past at this point southbound on Highway 2.
Right.
Highway 2 being what, 95?
Right.
Okay, they were going in and out of all the streets up here looking for whatever they were looking for. And I just pulled out as they had all passed. I was waiting for traffic to clear out. That's when I saw that black car up in the parking lot about to start up. I saw the headlights shine directly in my eyes. That's what caught my attention. Then I saw him pull out and head northbound.
Boom. And this is how I have it. This is how I know that Isaac's time is just completely off. So we're going with the car that he is saying because we have it on camera. And guess when that happened, y'all?
When? Tell us. Don't tell us 6:42. Don't tell us.
6:47.
Oh, holy. He was northbound on Highway 2.
Isaac Thunderbird called 911 before 7 p.m. Mark my word.
Okay, you do this.
Oh. That's some good popcorn.
I know. It's really
I
good.
can't see it. Hold on. Okay, so he headed northbound on Highway 2
Yes.
in that Impala.
Yes, there's probably detail I'm forgetting that I will remember later. But humans, right?
What a weirdo. All right, so did you call anybody after you saw him proceed after the cops and let him know?
Him no.
Let him know what you saw, or was the end of your involvement? And see, this whole him
ho.
it's like he's talking about Marty Ryan. I'm sorry.
Or somebody. Like,
why wouldn't you? Did you call the cops? Like, what is he talking about here?
Him.
All
Pronouns
right, so did you
are
call
important.
anybody after you saw him proceed after the cops and let him know what you saw, or was that the end of your involvement?
I did not, because I didn't have my phone on me.
Yeah, this is wild. He says, I did not because I didn't have my phone on me. And I say, are you out of your... Wait, excuse me? How could you go and try to take a picture of this motherfucker driving around to try to get a picture of this man, but you don't have your phone? Excuse me?
Oh, God. I love you.
He says, doesn't say... look, this is when you know somebody doesn't want to ask more. If you're just interviewing somebody, you would say, wait, but I thought you wanted to go take a picture of him. What do you mean you didn't have your phone?
Well, what do we always say? You don't ask questions when you...
Know the answer, but you also don't ask questions when... This is part
when you don't want the answer.
Richard says, let's go through just some follow-ups for me.
So, yes, I did have my phone.
Okay, so yeah, because in
me.
the background, Aaliyah says, speaker 4. She's like, wait. Because he catches himself.
Mm-hmm.
Some of her catches himself.
Oh, yes, I did have my phone. Because you called me at the store to his fiance.
And then Aaliyah says, it was my phone, though. And then Richard says, you mentioned you heard the gunshot while you're outside. He doesn't want anything to do with what the fuck they're just... Dude, this is so huge. Wait, what do you mean Isaac Thunderberg took Aaliyah Sandlin's phone to the store?
With the intention of taking a photo. Like,
what
you
the
guys...
fuck are y'all talking about? And then how does Aaliyah Sandlin call Isaac Thunderberg while he's at the store if you have her cell phone? What phone is she using? A burner?
Sheesh.
Like... Woo.
Anyway.
This is insane. So Aaliyah says, it was my phone though, and Richard doesn't give a fuck. He's like, you mentioned you heard gunshots while you were outside?
Uh-huh.
What is your experience hearing audible gunshots? Like, what a fucking idiot. Like, that was so important to ask, Richard.
I've been around guns, and this is Idaho, people. I've been around guns most of my life, and to me, guns are something like when you hear a shot, it's just one of those familiar sounds you recognize.
Right.
If you work somewhere, you get used to all the sounds that you're around. Then you hear something that's off, and your brain knows just by the noise that something's going on different. What do you mean if you work somewhere? You're at home. What do you mean
like,
if you work somewhere?
Example,
I don't care. Why don't you say when you're home?
Yeah, he's just ridiculous. But, you know, like if you work somewhere and you saw the sounds that you're around, then you hear something that's off and your brain knows. But he could have just said, if you know when you're home and just something is out of place, like we shouldn't be hearing
I just
gunshots.
think that's bizarre. Go ahead.
If you work somewhere.
You're right.
Maybe he was working. You've had experience hearing audible gunshots?
Yeah, because if you're working from home,
I'm
like
saying
doing
he was
something,
working.
but I think he is working.
I think he's working too.
Yes, it sounded like a pistol.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It didn't sound like a large rifle or anything. It just sounded like a pistol to me.
I'll move over. Okay. Have you shot a lot of pistol and rifle?
I shot a lot of pistol. Yep.
Fucking
Takes a lot.
Richard. And then here's
I don't think it's Richard. I think maybe it's Go Transcript people.
I don't know who it is, but fuck out of here.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of pistol going on around here.
I
I don't sound It didn't sound like.
Well, he says yes, and then I say, okay, we already answered the question about how far away you were when you're looking. Let's see if I've gotten the picture yet. I've been sent the picture yet. You have not been shown a picture of the current suspect.
No.
Look at this shit. Have you been shown the picture of the current suspect? Excuse me? You're supposed to show people in like a lineup. What the fuck are you doing? Have you seen the picture of the current suspect? Let me go ahead and show that to you.
No, my fiance has, but I haven't. I was at work this morning when that took place.
Right. I was supposed to get not received.
I told the sheriff last night too that I wanted to go back when I wanted to go to work today. He wanted me to stay home so that they could do their interview, but I told him I wanted to go to work. I got the day off at lunch, and I told him I'd help out after that.
Okay, sweet. Well, we do appreciate it. At this point, don't have any questions for clarification. Leslie says.
Leslie's the chick cop.
Fucking twat.
The vehicle you drove, then ran an errand, and then you did take it to work this morning.
Yes, I did.
Okay, I still may want to take a look at the tires just on the off chance since you came down through that alley. Sure, Leslie.
Okay, ready? Watch what happens now. Now the little pick me up right here happens.
Who's picking who up?
Watch. I just says, yeah, no problem. They're still studs. I don't know if the tires in the alley had studs in them or not, but mine do. They're probably wearing off though, knowing me. And then Aaliyah Sandlin says, didn't you drive in my car?
When I went after him? No, I drove your car to the store. I drove my car when I went after him.
Do you hear how she piped up and was like, that was like an aha moment for her to say, shit, maybe you need to say that you drove my car because what the fuck is on your tires?
Yeah, I mean,
just so you guys know, that right there is sus as fuck.
I don't know, but can I have some popcorn?
Didn't you drive my car? Like, wink, wink, hello. You can't fuck up. Like, so when he says, when I went after him, no, I drove your car to the store. I drove my car when I went after him. And it's just like, wait, what? Why are y'all, what? When, just so you know, what's his name? Steve Hartman says he saw the dogs getting out of the, when he had gotten back, that he was getting out of the car of like the actual Subaru looking thing, like the Volkswagen, not the white one.
Like Isaac's Golf.
And so it was like
Volkswagen Golf.
Yeah. So, okay. Anyways,
where are we and why?
She says, okay. Then Isaac says, I've never driven your car before until last night.
Go, you're Richard.
Oh, how many conversations have you had with the police?
A lot. I don't know. Probably.
Regarding this?
I've told this story roughly 10 times.
10 times? 10 times?
Whatever.
10 times and we have it Wait, listen, guys. We only have 2 versions.
We only have it recorded first right now. He's already told it 10 times. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so check this out.
Okay.
Then
I gave them all the information I could.
No. I said, do you... Wait, fucker.
No, right here. You say, okay. I gave them all the information I could remember last night.
All right.
I was out there for a while with them.
Do you know anything about the victim next door?
I don't. I don't even know who it is. Never saw him.
I never saw him. Is that what you would say? If I don't know who it is, I'd have to say, I don't know who it is. Who's the victim?
No, you'd say, I never saw them.
No, you wouldn't. You would ask who the victim is.
Maybe.
100%. I don't know who the victim is.
Open.
I don't know who the victim is. So if I don't even know who it is. I never saw him. It's like, in order for you not to know, you have to ask who the victim is for you to say, I don't know the victim. I can't say this. I don't even know who it is. You cannot say that because if you don't know who the fucking victim is, then you don't know if you know him or not, you motherfuckers. So this is all a bunch of lies. That's why I never saw him. That's why it's exactly bracketed like that. I said bullshit.
You're Richard.
You've never been over to have chiropractic work done next door?
No.
He's 19.
No.
You don't know who the chiropractor is next door?
No. Like he's like hint, chiropractor. Hint, hint. No.
Richard says, okay, we have your wife here to question, and he says,
There's a chiropractic office next door?
boom, what a lie. I'm telling you right now, no way, no how am I buying any of this.
Well, here, like, put it down.
Yeah, so
Put it down.
we're just going to go ahead and let all of that speak for itself.
Mm-hmm. Is it the massage therapy place in this building?
Yeah, because there's happy endings in the building.
I was about to, but I was like, I'm not gonna.
Well, according to the sign outside, so this is when Richard's just like, according to the sign outside, it's a chiropractor. I can't say 100%, but my understanding is that they were not supposed to be telling people this. But my understanding is that the victim is a doctor who works as a chiropractor there on not a random basis, but a travel type basis. You have no relationship with anybody in that building or anything?
No.
Okay, nothing for me right now.
Nothing for me right now, Leslie says. Holy moly, Leslie. Do your job, woman.
Yeah. And on that note, we're going to call it a night. Peace out, Girl Scouts. All right, guys?
Go watch Dateline after us.
Wait, we're going to watch Dateline?
We need to, because that guy is on it.
Okay. I guess we're watching Dateline.
And then we're getting behind the scenes stuff about Dateline.
Okay, cool.
The spa murder.
All right, guys, take care. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Good night. Late night. Oh, wait, join us in the morning. Let's see how wild court is tomorrow. Let's see if there's a motion put in.
Oh my God, dude. At least I don't
Dr. Moore is innocent, man. 100% innocent as fuck.
Dr. Moore is amazing.
I mean, Aaliyah Sandlin could have possibly been banging Dr. Drake.
Oh,
I want DNA tested. All right, guys, take care.